Car-breaking rocks, crunching asphalt, huge jumps and freezing snow. World Rally cars get an absolute hammering. With the WRC heading to Mexico, famous for its fast, unforgiving gravel stages, undercar protection is a top priority.
On World Rally car, we've got mainly three types of protections. We've got the sump guards at the front. They protect the engine sump and the gearbox and front suspension. We've got the rear diff guard, which fairly much protect the rear diff and the exhaust silencer and things like that towards the back of the car. And then we've got the underfloor guard, which we don't use on tarmac, for example, but we use on very rough rally like Greece, Mexico and so on. The sump guard can be made of carbon, Kevlar, or in our case of aluminium. That's what we tend to use. That's our preference. It's a lot cheaper and they get a lot of damage, so that's a cheaper way of doing it. Depending on the rallies, we've got different spec. We've got a variation in thickness from 6, 8, 10 millimeter thickness, depending on rally. So on smooth rallies and tarmac rally and smooth gravel, we're gonna run like 6 millimeter sump guard that will be pocketed, like you say, to save even more weight. And then on a very rough rally, we will use like a plain 8 millimeter or 10 millimeter aluminium sump guard like this one. We've got a few reinforcements like a crush box here that sits on the engine, and it's in aluminium honeycomb, so it can absorb some energy. On the rough rally like Greece, Mexico, it's vital. I mean, we've seen it in Mexico last year. Sebastian retired and a fair few people had trouble with engine sump damage in Mexico. It's really important to spread the shock load of the big rock, the cattle grid, the heavy landings and so on. When you go through the stage in Mexico, you think it's a really smooth rally. What seems to happen is that the car running in front seems to dislodge some big rocks, and then the rocks get on the middle of the road, and the drivers get there and the rock is on his line and he can't avoid it. So you're just purely relying on the sump guard, you know, to try to save your engine or your gearbox.
Mexico may well be a car-breaking rally, but the Blue Oval won the event, as we saw earlier in the show back in 2004. But can the team repeat that success this year?
We can win Mexico, but so Sebastian can win Mexico and Peter can win Mexico. We will see in Mexico.